Welcome to the K. Willis Positive Vibes Podcast. K. Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580thepraise.com, a Go Chip communication station. And if you missed part one, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to go ahead and listen to it on my YouTube page, K. Willis Positive Vibes Podcast on YouTube. But I have Amanda back and Petals That Inspire. She inspired me so much on the last part one. But Petals That Inspire is a Columbus-based social enterprise with a mission to empower the community through creativity, connection, and flowers. At the heart of Petals is the Flourish Program, a transitional workforce development initiative designed to help young adults facing barriers to employment, including trauma, homelessness, and disability. Participants gain paid employment, transportation, wellness support, and confidence building opportunities, all while working with flowers. Through partnerships with organizations like Ohio School for the Deaf, Greenleaf Job Training Services, and the EverybodyWorks Program, Petals provides students with hands-on experiences that promote personal growth and sustainable futures. Petals was founded by Amanda, the founding Petal Pusher, whose lifelong passion for community and flowers became the seed of this mission. With a background in floral design, event planning, and event design, Amanda has witnessed the power of flowers to honor every chapter of life, from new beginnings to bittersweet goodbyes. During the pandemic, she transformed her passion into purpose, creating a space where petals inspire positivity, healing, and joy. Today, Petals That Inspire offers event floral design, centerpieces, interactive floral stations, and team building classes, allowing clients to get creative for a cause. Every bouquet or centerpiece created directly supports workforce development and helps participants flourish into happier, healthier futures. Volunteers play a vital role in Petals' mission, whether by preparing flowers, assisting with classes, or contributing meals to the Food to Flourish program. Together, Amanda and the Petals community help turn petals into possibilities, proving that passion, creativity, and purpose can make the world a little brighter. And thank you again, Amanda. I appreciate you taking out your time out of your schedule, so that is very nice, and all the great things that you do in the community. So if you guys missed last week, Amanda mentioned that her godmother was a florist, and she used to basically, work with her and volunteer. And then she also, you were working at a time, and then the pandemic came, and that's how you got into your Petals That Inspire, your business, and you actually do inspire, and you work with also programs like Star House, where there are thousands of people homeless in our community, and you help teach classes and guide them. So yeah, we're gonna go back and just go ahead and go where we left off on. So we're gonna talk about that, and if you want to, briefly, for the people who missed last week, just mention what the Petal Pusher means.
Oh, yes. So a Petal Pusher for Good is just a little phrase I came up with to kind of describe the work I do. And yes, I work with flowers, and that's kind of where the petals come in. But a Petal Pusher is someone who kind of challenges the standard way of thinking, or just introduces an innovative approach to something or a problem. And that's kind of where I have developed the Petal Pusher for Good, is someone who's really trying to make positive change in the community in a creative way. And that's what I get to do every day in my work. And I love it.
I love that too. And that you're helping out the community and making a difference. That is so amazing. Now, how does working with flowers uniquely support healing, creativity, and workforce development, since we're basically on that?
Yeah. So flowers have always been very therapeutic to me. Just the process of creating and working with such beauty. And I am a lifelong learner. I love to always be learning. And that's what's so cool about the floral art form, is our language is constantly changing. there are thousands of types of florals, and we're getting new ones every year, and we're getting new color varieties, and you get to look at this, you get to build this dictionary of flowers in your head and then design something with that. And I absolutely love that part of it. And I think it is very therapeutic to a lot of people because we don't use that side of our brain a lot. Mm-hmm. Most of us are making decisions at work or at home or task lists, and just, very decision making is the forefront of all of our thinking. Whereas being creative, that's using a completely different side of your brain. And it's good to do that, but it is also calming for a lot of people. So I love that part of when I'm teaching a floral design class, is seeing people come in kind of with the stress and anxiety of their day, and then approaching this class like they need to get it perfect. And it's like a meeting, and they need to just, take their notes and get on and move on. And that is not what happens. Is, halfway through the class, I start to notice phones are being put away. People are, remarking at the beauty they're creating, and they're just starting to be a little bit more free with the floral placements, and, getting fine with putting leaves on the floor because we let people create a mess in our studio. And it's so cool to see that transformation in somebody, and then they leave just refreshed and energized by what they've created, and they have different conversations when they're being creative with their hands. So it's really, really cool. I think of it as truly a very healing activity, and something that I've learned people crave in their lives. So I'm honored to be that person that can give this gift to people.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, of the classes, my friends and I attended a class. I call it this is my future, I call Mrs. Lois my kid's grandma. That's going to be my kid's grandma. But she introduced me to you, and I am so grateful. As soon as she showed me her arrangement, she was like, look what I did today. Because she's retired now. I'm like, where did you do that at? Oh, I reached out to you, and then my friends and I, we took the class, and you are correct. It's very therapeutic because I love flowers anyway. So it's right up my alley. Like all of this, I'm like, oh, this is right up my alley. And we had fun when we took the class. It was so funny because you like you said, you teach us, we take notes, and then after that, okay, you tell us what to do. We throw the stuff on the floor, and we felt bad. We was like, oh, I feel so bad. Like, I was throwing the leaves on the floor. But yes, it was so nice. And my friend's like, you put that together so fast, and it's so cute. And then we had the one flower that, I forgot the name of it, but it was every time it'll go towards the sun. So it's like green.
Oh, a sunflower.
Yes. Okay. See, there we go. The sunflower. Yes, we had those. Yep. So it was so beautiful. And we're going to take a class again and volunteer. We're going to look at our schedule. But thank you for that. I'm so happy. Like, it's creativity, and it's something you take home, and it's cute. And it lasted. And you told us, change the water every day. So now I tell everyone, change your water every day. They said every day. Yes, every day. And you don't have to use the packages.
Yep. No, it really, never use that floral food stuff. Never good. And that's what I love about teaching is, yes, you're creating and it's beautiful, but also, like, I want you to learn something. Yes. I want you to learn a new flower type. I want you to learn how to enjoy your flowers longer, to the point where you feel inspired to do this on your own and use this as your own therapy when you need it. Have a rough day, go buy yourself some flowers and arrange. It's really, really fun. I love it.
Absolutely. And you sell flowers as well, correct?
Yes, yeah. So our studio space, it's right on the outside of Bexley on North Cassidy, and we're open to the public on Fridays from 11 to 5. We call them Floral Fridays. And that is the public's opportunity to come in and support the work we do by buying bouquets that are made by the students in our program. And then we also have loose stems available during that time and a bunch of other merch from women-run businesses. So it's really fun.
Okay, and how, like, what are there specific women-owned businesses or just different ones?
Yeah, so we have some local that we carry. We have Honey Rebel Candles. She's a very sweet college student who does beeswax candles. They're awesome, and like vintage glassware and stuff. We have Jen with JM Botanicals, which has the best shower steamers ever are my nightly reward at the end of the day. They're fabulous, and she has bath bombs too. Then we have cards that are made by our students from Ohio School for the Deaf. What else? Oh, we have a merch line of floral embroidered shirts that say like 614 Community in Bloom. So we are always bringing in all sorts of stuff.
That is good. Come on. Yes. Keep on giving.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
and you
really
mentioned
fun.
Ohio School for the Deaf. So how else they do the business they create cards and sell them as well?
Yeah, so we have some greeting cards that are made by the students from Ohio School for the Deaf, and then we also are a work site. So we welcome usually 2 to 4 students a semester, and they'll come to us every week to learn the art of floral and be introduced to a workplace setting. And it's really, really amazing because I think it is a testament to how there is no barriers to the work we do.
Absolutely.
That we have found ways to communicate and educate these young adults in our studio without interpreters, because I do not know sign language. I'm learning. They teach me a lot for sure, but we can't afford to have sign interpreters every week for these students. So we're using marker boards to communicate, or a show and tell method. And our work is so visual that is helpful. So it's really, really neat. We have really enjoyed being a work site for Ohio School for the Deaf for 2 years now.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for doing that, because once again, you're not discriminating, and you're actually helping out an area, that a lot of people unfortunately aren't tapping into. And I have a nephew, and he is hearing impaired. So he has moderate hearing loss. So it's good to see someone, invested in that community. So thank you for doing that. And then you mentioned, and then also Greenleaf Job Training Services and EverybodyWorks Programs. What are those services and programs about?
Yeah, so two other amazing organizations in our city that are doing incredible work and offering great levels of support to young adults overcoming barriers to employment. So Greenleaf Job Training Services, we partnered with them to help write our curriculum.
Okay.
So we do job readiness curriculum for the first hour of every workshop on Thursdays. And so we talk about professionalism and the different conversations you have in a workplace. Maybe you're thinking about taking on a promotion or looking to work in another area. How do you approach those conversations? How do you prepare for interviews? Where do you go to find jobs? And then we do a lot of personal development conversations. So goal setting, identifying your strengths, weaknesses, really kind of getting their wheels turning on topics that are commonly discussed when you are in that phase of finding a job and interviewing. We do personal finance curriculum as well. So Greenleaf has been incredible for that. And then they refer students to our program. So all of those organizations refer students to our program. We don't do self-referrals yet. I'm hoping to get to that point.
Yeah.
But Greenleaf has been phenomenal for that. Their team is just so inspiring to me, and I have learned so much through them. And then EverybodyWorks is an organization that helps support young adults on the spectrum. And by providing them with introduction to independence in a workplace setting and life skills. So from grocery shopping to taking an Uber to finding a job and performing well at a job. It has been incredible to us to learn through them how our workplace is really, really good for those on the spectrum because it's high sensory, it's repetitive, it's a low STEM environment, so there's not, loud speakers and a ton of people around. And it's been incredible to learn from these students, and what joy they bring to our studio.
Aww.
It has been incredible. We actually just hired one of the students that we had from that program, who's
Yay.
now going to work with us every Tuesday. And
congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I mean, it's a gift for us to have him in our studio. I think my employee and we were joking that our face hurt. Yesterday was his first day, and our face hurt from smiling so much because he just makes us laugh, and he did so well. And to see somebody, really thrive and learn and have this enthusiasm towards the work that we do is really awesome. So EverybodyWorks is such an amazing program. Like, I am blown away by the wraparound resources and services that they provide to these young adults to really promote independence for them. And we have a group of them actually coming into the studio tomorrow morning. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm constantly learning the ways we can stretch our business to support more people, and really staying true to that mission of young adults overcoming barriers to employment. And they never age out. We work with a lot of trauma-induced students who have very extensive trauma, and to start a program knowing that you can only have it for a short amount of time is not going to create buy-in. It's not going to create a safe space for these kids. So that's where I knew I was not going to let age be a deterrent from them for staying with us, especially when they have found benefit from being in our space. I want them to know that it's always there.
Wow, that's amazing. So your door is always open to them.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep, exactly. Yep,
oh my
exactly.
Goodness.
And that's been really, really cool to see some of our students who have been with me for years and how they have been so hungry for a consistent adult role model in their lives. And I never thought that would be me for somebody, but I am so grateful that I can be that for them. And I'm the crazy flower lady. Like, they know. I say it like it is. I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to question things and really, be there to support them. I'm not just going to give. I'm going to really force them to take ownership over their actions and their decisions and their futures. And that's hard. That's very, very hard. But I have grown so much myself by doing that. That I learned through them so much.
Wow. And I love that you said take ownership. Because, in life we do. Regardless. You always have to take ownership. So I love that you teach them that. So they're not constantly blaming someone else or thinking someone else can't control their life. No, you can take ownership.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's very, very hard for a lot of our students to do that. And that, for me, I have not shared a journey with them. And I'm not going to try to.
Right.
I'm just going to meet them where they're at, and we're going to figure out how to move forward together. Because we can't live in the past.
Absolutely.
People have been dealt some hard cards, but sometimes you just got to be like, yep, I'm ready for a new hand, and we're going to grow through this. And that's why kind of like our tagline is bloom where you're planted, because you can bloom from anywhere, no matter what the circumstances are. We will figure it out. We'll find a way to get you what you need to grow. And it's really been remarkable what I've learned through our students.
Wow. I love that. Bloom where you are planted. We're going to figure it out and find a way.
Yeah.
And don't live in the past. That is really good. Yes.
Yeah,
the ladder will be greater. So,
for sure.
With the classes, is there like an age limit if someone wants to go to a class? Because you mentioned it's good for people with the sensory, especially on the spectrum. So if someone wanted to have a class, if they have a child or family member or just a friend, or they know someone who's on the spectrum, is there like an age limit or?
Yeah, so right now, if somebody wants to be like a student in one of our workforce programs, so if they're on the spectrum or something like that, currently the referrals come through our partners. So they would need to be like in the EverybodyWorks program or at Ohio Schools to Deaf or working with Greenleaf Job Training Services to be referred into our program. And then we have 3 other organizations that are on the wait list to figure out how to get more students into our program. So it's the fire underneath me that there's such a need for this. But also I'm realistic in the fact that it's just me and one part-time employee.
Right.
And also our classroom size is very, very important to me, that we don't have more than 6 students at a time because I want that one-on-one time with them, and I don't want it to become an overwhelming environment, especially for those on the spectrum. So keeping that small classroom size is really important. So eventually we'll get self-referral, which means somebody would say, my son or daughter would like to enroll in your program and things like that. But right now it is all referrals through our partners.
So can someone purchase a class, and can they do it like that? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes, so public-facing classes, we have them all the time. And they're up on our website. They're a ton of fun. We even have a kids class series called Little Buds. That's for ages like 4 through 12. And then we have our regular floral design classes. And then we have an event called Open Studio Night, which is once a month. And that's a little bit more casual. You just bring your own vase, and we bring out all the flowers we have, and you just design. So, yes, absolutely. We welcome everyone to join us in a class. Or if you have a group of 10 or more people and you want to do a private class, we do that too. So we've had a lot of fun teaching this art form to the community.
That would be an amazing thing for like a birthday party. Even for someone that's sensory, if they're like 6, so you can have 6 or less, and then they can like have a party and then do the flowers. I think that would be good to teach them something new, and then it might be something that they can take at home and be creative with. I love that.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's a good way.
And we've done like, we have a Birthday in Bloom package where we do that for young adults and children, like a private group. We've worked with women veterans. We've worked with like larger groups of the deaf community or those with Down syndrome. So there's truly no barriers to the work we do. This is a creative, welcoming space for all. So I love to get creative, and I encourage anybody who thinks that this would be a good opportunity for them or a group they're a part of to reach out to us.
Absolutely. So, I wanted to ask you, how can local businesses and event planners collaborate to support your cause?
Yeah, so I love the small business community in Columbus. It's incredible. We have such an amazing group of businesses, and definitely from an event perspective, if anybody ever needs centerpieces or wants a build your own bouquet bar at an event, please reach out to see if it would work to hire us to come out and help with your event, because we would love that. And that would be incredible. The only difference, and this is like a big difference between us and a traditional florist, is we don't do like local delivery and one-off orders. So like an anniversary or a birthday, we don't do local delivery. And I do that to just keep our costs down as much as possible so we can give back as much as possible. So we run very lean. So that's why we do majority of our orders are like larger events. So fundraisers and corporate functions and team building classes and things like that. So if that applies to anybody's workplace or church group or anything, let us know. We'd love to help with event florals or a class or a bouquet bar.
Yes, good. Mm-hmm. And then I want to ask you as well, what are the most meaningful ways volunteers and supporters can get involved, that people can volunteer and support as well?
Oh, yes. We love our volunteers. We have a group of 100 now, which is incredible.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah. And our volunteers, they engage in all different ways. The most popular ways are by coming in and doing floral processing with us, which is a weekly thing we do. And it's all available for sign up on our website. It's an hour and a half, and you come and help us unbox flowers and prepare them for design for our students. So this way they're ready to go, so our students can just build away when they're in studio. And that's really fun to get your hands on flowers. And then we also have a volunteer or an organization support lunch for our students each week, and that's for our Thursday program. So that's lunch for about 8 to 10 individuals. We always want to have a little bit extra to send home with our students for leftovers, especially those that are still currently experiencing homelessness. We try to give them those leftovers to take home. So lunch sponsors is something we're always looking for. And then also running vase collection drives. So a lot of people have tons of vases at their home that they don't know what to do with, so we accept vase donations at the studio, and we have some groups that organize vase collection as well.
Oh, great. So if they want to donate some money for lunch, they can. Mm-hmm. And then also, if they just want to donate a vase, I mean, that's an easy thing, right? You have an old vase, old vases, and you don't need them anymore. Guess what? That's the way you can give back. Wow, I love that. Awesome. Well, once again, it was a pleasure. I thank you so much. I mean, you are truly inspiring. And this is Petals That Inspire. And if they want to get in contact with you, how can they do that?
Yeah, the best way to reach out to us is either through our social media platforms, which is just all at Petals That Inspire, or on our website. We have some contact us forms, or feel free to email me directly, and it's just Amanda@petalsthatinspire.com.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking out your time. It's so amazing. And you're doing such amazing things in the community.
Thank you.
And may God continue to bless you, keep you, and bless your business and all of your students that come through your way. And yes, may the good seeds continue to get planted. And yes, that's so amazing. I appreciate you for doing that. And then for me, if you want to be a sponsor of the show, you can always email me at kwillis Positive Vibes Talk Show at gmail.com. And thank you for tuning in to the K Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580thepraise.com, a Go Chip communication station. Please like, share, and subscribe to the K Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the K Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Please order my book, The Principles of Overcoming Life's Obstacles, a 31-day journey to positive living, available on Amazon.com. Until next time, stay positive.